Hurricane Idalia barreled into coastal Georgia today after hitting Florida's Gulf Coast early this morning. Now that storm has been downgraded to a tropical storm, although its sights are focused on the coastal Carolinas. Chief Meteorologist Tony Cavalier takes a look at how Idalia will impact our familiar vacation spot. His focus tonight is on Myrtle Beach.
A last night and day-long lashing in North Florida by then Hurricane Idalia. The howling winds, torrents of rain, and pounding surf rendering the Gold Coast helpless. But Idalia was on the move and quickly unleashed her triple threat into coastal Georgia on Wednesday afternoon. Her final stop would be the South Carolina beaches, including the famous Grand Strand late Wednesday night, where tropical tempests are no stranger. All day long, we've watched the passage of hurricane, now tropical storm Idalia from Florida, Georgia, and now into the coastal Carolinas, including Myrtle Beach. Beautiful swirl on satellite and radar presentation indicates we do have a very interesting storm that we're tracking as far as the Grand Strand is concerned. Again, the rainfall totals through Thursday morning, 2 to 4 inches, minor freshwater flooding along Kings Highway. The golf courses should easily be able to handle 2 to 4 inches of rain because they are sandy soil based. Now, the sea surge coming tonight is coming at high tide 1 to 3 feet above normal, but as the storm actually passes Myrtle Beach tomorrow morning, it will be low tide, and that means there won't be nearly as much of a rise in the seawater as could have occurred if the passage of the storm had occurred coincident with high tide. The peak winds Thursday will be dying away by the time we get to Thursday night. And I've put together a map that shows the winds because once you get to a 50-mile-an-hour gust, you would expect the possibility of some power outs. And certainly that's going to occur at the Grand Strand as the winds overnight do get beyond 50 miles an hour in gust. And then as the storm gets close by to the Grand Strand, just at sea by 50 miles first thing in the morning, the winds will slacken. And then as the storm moves out to sea on the backside of the storm, the winds will get back to close to 50 miles an hour in gust in the afternoon and then subside at night. So there will be a couple windows for some power outages at the Grand Strand. Note the morning rains giving way to partly cloudy skies in the afternoon. This tells me that pretty much the Grand Strand will be open for business Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Daytime highs in the 80s. The surf will be up all weekend long courtesy of a northeast breeze, but the temperature is relatively comfortable for this time of the year for the Labor Day weekend if you're heading down to the Myrtle Beach Grand.